Sanako Lab 100, the AP exam. What we're going to do now is create a new session which is going to be called the AP exam session. This follows the guidelines and the rules set out by the US for the AP exam. The first thing we're going to do is select New Session, select all the remaining students as part of that session. From the drop-down menu we're going to select the AP exam, and the audio source will be our CD. What you can see now in the top of the window is that the CD panel has opened. In the bottom of the window, it's split into two parts. The first part being the testing, and the second part being the exam mode. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to speak to the students, and I'm just going to inform them of what they need to do about entering their 8-digit examination number. As you can see now, I can speak to the students directly. I'm asking them to, once I press the button, so that they can actually start entering their 8-digit number. Okay, when I click Start, each of the students is now going to enter their 8-digit examination number. And as we can see, those numbers have been added below the student information there. Okay, once that's completed, I can stop that exercise. What I want to do now is I want to test the audio material, make sure that the students can hear it, and make sure that it's possible for them to record their own inserts. So, the first thing I'm going to do is let them know what I'm going to do. Speak to them and explain that. Once I've done that, click Session Call again. I'm now going to start the sample. What we can see now is that the audio has begun to play. Each of the students, it's playing for them. That should be enough for them to test that they can hear the audio. I'm going to stop the play of the audio. The next thing we're going to test is that the audio is possible to record for them. By clicking the record button, the students can now all see that they're being recorded. If I want to listen in and make sure that I can hear them, I can do so by clicking on and listening in. Once the students have all had a chance to check their recording, I'm going to click Stop. And what I want them to do now is to listen back to the replay and let me know if there are any problems. By clicking Replay, all of the students will now be listening to the recording that they made. Any student who has a problem can raise their hand by pressing the Teacher Call button, like John has, for example. If there are no problems, I can click Stop, and now I'm ready to start the actual examination process. To start the examination process, I need to just rewind back to the beginning of the audio file, and I need to click Start. What we can see now is that the audio has started. The students are listening to the audio and have the opportunity to insert their voice wherever required. Once this has gone through and they've completed the examination, I will then press Stop. And followed on from Stop, I will then click Collect. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to collect all of the responses ready for submission as part of their AP exam. As we can see now, the file has been given its name and its number. It's also going to be saved as a WAV, and I'm going to click Collect and Save. And now we can see those files have been saved on the hard drive ready for submission. Once the session is finished, I can click Close on the Collect monitor and click Exit Session.